So have you ever been in a situation, and I bet you have, where you have a dispute or fight with someone, and then you get to the end of it and it either resolves or people part ways. And then you kind of look back and say, man, if we had just communicated, if I had just known that the other side felt this way, or that was their concern, or if I had just known that, I did this, or they perceived me as doing that, we could have saved ourselves a huge heartache. Well, the reality is that the same things happen in breaches of contract, is that sometimes it's a dispute that's rooted in a misunderstanding or poor communication. Now, we always hear communication is so important. It's like cliche, it's overdone. But the reason why it's cliche and people always talk about it, because we talk about the importance of communication, but when it comes to actually executing it, we let our emotions and our egos get in the way of just picking up the phone or meeting with the other side to address their concerns. Now, from a business perspective, if you have a contract or you have customers or vendors or whoever it is, you have another side or another party that you're dealing with, it's so important to, again, have procedures in place for customer service experience, or just in general, like procedures for when the other side is dealing with you. So, and I see this quite a bit too, is when a business might have a contract, they have to charge more for their services. They don't communicate that clearly to the other side. And now you're in the middle of a dispute, and one side is disputing the invoice, the other, and then the business is saying, no, this is money that we're owed. So this is important here to just have, for the business to have clear procedures for change orders or for modifications of the contract. I see this a lot. And, even though the problem is somewhat of a legal one, the solution is a human one of saying, okay, well, now we have to charge more. Here's why. We'd like for you in writing to approve this. And this is why it's so important. And at the time they might have been okay. But when you blindside people, or when people feel blindsided, it's not about the money or the contract. It's about just someone's feeling a certain way, and they want to regain their power. They were blindsided, and now they want to regain their power. So again, here you have a legal problem, but a human solution. Another example where you have a legal problem in the context of a contract or a relationship, is when the terms of the contract are unclear, and the parties so badly want to get this deal done. And sometimes you might have this flag in your head, like, this isn't really clear. But I think it makes sense, or they know what we mean and we know what they mean, and then they sign it, and then there's dispute, and everyone's like, well, what does this even say? So what I'm trying to say here is, before you agree to something, before you sign it, if something is ever unclear, speak up. Again, now you have a legal problem, but it's a human solution of a communication solution. If you had a similar experience, comment below and share, because this is such a common experience for all of us, whether it's personal or professional, but we can all relate to this.